inches, one broke bone. Yeah. Both occasionally break the rules. Maintainer and defender, scars we don't show. Blood from the war still stuck in our soul. Truth in the glass for the nights we don't sleep. Warriors of whiskey for the brothers we keep. Warriors and whiskey. Steel and smoke, don't test me. Warriors and whiskey. Built from grit, not pretty. Crack the bottle, lock it in, let's go.
What's up, guys? I'm Matt.
And I'm Hayden.
And this is Warriors and Whiskey Real Talk. Old school.
Old school, brother.
Old school.
Yeah.
That's the title of what our this podcast, guys. And I think I'm super stoked about this. We got some pretty badass stuff sitting up.
I know, man. I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
And this is going to be definitely like a shotgun blast pattern for an episode. It's not, we're just going to talk about all kinds of shit. The stuff, whatever comes to our mind, our favorite things, whatever.
Mhm.
But just old school is kind of the background theme of it.
Yep. Yeah.
Hence why we got these bottles up here. We got the E.H. Taylor, which is what we're going to be pouring off of. And then, Matt, you got to tell them about this bottle up here, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the, oh my God, I just lost it.
Doc Holliday?
Doc Holliday. Thank you. Doc Holliday, 10 year. And if you see up on your all's right side on the top is the case that it comes in. Usually I have that open, but we actually pulled the bottle out. It's a super cool setup. Yep. And then we have the Ducks Unlimited shotgun shell, and there's actually whiskey in that. That's an 8 year that I want to get the actual bottle of that one.
Yeah.
I've heard it's really, really good. So I don't have to open that one up.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, and then of course we have the Stag, and you whiskey folks out there will know about the Stag. Yeah. But so Hayden brought over his bottle of E.H. Taylor small batch.
Yeah, buddy.
And
It's one of my favorites.
Me too. And
That's why it's open and half gone.
Amen to that.
Yep. That's like not an everyday pour, but like having people over, like playing cards, or like if I'm smoking meat and we're standing in the garage, like that's probably I'm gonna have at least one of my pours is gonna be that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That goes well with a couple cigars. I'm not like a huge cigar smoker, but like man, oh man.
Yeah.
There's several cigars I've found that even the small batch, and that's the easier one,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit cheaper one to find of the EHTs. But no, I appreciate you bringing that over and sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yes.
Well, I had to, because I know you're going to talk about it here in a second, where it comes from. You know, it's an older brand.
Yep.
I just like the bottle.
Yes.
Like the way the bottle looks, it just reminds me of that old Western bar.
Oh yeah.
Where whiskey.
Yes.
Leave the bottle, and the cowboy walks away with it.
Yeah. No, it's a much older. It's a Buffalo Trace.
Yep.
But it's a much older bottle, so that's one of the reasons why I got it up there. All the bottles up there are older whiskeys, aged whiskeys. Of course, Doc Holliday. I mean, my God, if you don't know who Doc Holliday is, I don't know what to tell you.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm joking. Don't do that.
Well, maybe a little bit.
Google him. We'll do that.
Google him. So, well, before I get into talking about the EHT, you want to open that thing? Or
Let me snatch it.
I mean, damn, dude. I guess I could have got one of my full bottles and put out there.
Oh no, this is good enough.
Well, I mean, and then we pour from that. That's what I meant. But anyway, I didn't do it. It'll be fine. Oh man, I got to remember that we have this. I keep forgetting.
Even when you open it, you can smell it. And this one's been obviously open for a little bit, so it's aired out.
Which it's gonna. Oh yeah, and I prefer a whiskey that is aired out. I'm not done. And I said I wasn't going to have any today.
Yeah,
you're like, nah, Will.
Another fingernail more.
Just a little bit.
Let me get this back up here.
Yeah. So E.H. Taylor. Oh, let's. Cheers. Cheers, brother.
I can't wait to take a sip.
Warriors.
Cheers, y'all.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So good.
Take my breath away. So good, dude.
Yes. Yeah. I wish they were easier to find, although I found quite a few
Same.
down south in Colorado recently.
Really?
That's why I think I have 3 bottles right now
Yeah.
back here.
This was my third. That's the only reason why I opened it up a while back.
Yeah. But no, so East Taylor small batch. It's really smooth because
Mhm.
it's, especially for those that are more high proof, it's lower proof. It's right at 100 proof. It's right at 100 proof. It is a Buffalo Trace distillery bourbon. From Buffalo Trace Distillery, and it's known for its balance of sweet caramel, vanilla, and baked spices, with a distinct, and I get this a lot, the oak finish.
Yes, very much.
The oak finish. It's a 6 to 8 year age bourbon. I didn't really know that, honestly. That's cool to know. And it's usually served as it's a premium entry level offering of E.H. Taylor. So yeah, it's the entry level of the EHT lineup.
Yeah.
And I actually have the entire EHT lineup behind me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of that.
I would be too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
working on it myself.
Well, you don't want to know how much I've spent on this cabinet.
No, I don't.
Here. No, and I don't want to remind myself because I looked it up, and yeah, well, we won't get into that.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, like I said, it's 100 proof, bottled in bond, and it's a low rye, under 10%. So, which is actually pretty low for even a non-rye whiskey. So this is interesting, and this is pretty cool because this is what I've seen the last couple of bottles I've bought. MSRP for that is $50-$60.
Yeah.
So if you can find an MSRP, and in this part of the country, and from what I've heard, even on the East Coast, they're starting to release it, and there's starting to be some liquor stores that are selling it around MSRP.
That's awesome.
That $50 to $60, maybe $65 range, which is really nice when you can pick up a Buffalo Trace bottle for MSRP, or just above MSRP. You're getting yourself a good deal.
Yeah.
I have not tasted a Buffalo Trace bottle that I did not like.
So far, same.
Not at all. And
Yeah, man.
I can't claim I've had them all. I have had quite a few of them. So yeah, it's it is considered hard to find, although I don't know if I would agree with that in this part of the country. And after doing a little bit of research, I have noticed that even in the East Coast, I don't know about you folks in the West Coast, but I know this part of the country is not difficult. Now, you're not going to go to just any random store. Any random liquor store is not going to just have it on the shelf necessarily.
Yeah.
You got to kind of know where to go because it is allocated.
Mhm.
It is still considered allocated. But no, they've been putting it out. So it's got some awards, and I think this is just a good depiction of how good it is. Multiple gold and double gold medals from the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. And I actually have read about that in the past. That's one of the biggest spirits competitions. So it's all liquors.
Yeah.
In the world is that competition out in San Francisco. So it's pretty cool. And it talks about, it's better enjoyed neat, which is typically the way we do.
Yeah.
But no, I love pairing it with a good cigar.
Same, man.
Man, it is just so delicious.
And
There's
then
several
wrap all that
cigars.
around a steak,
Oh,
buddy.
I will say that's probably one of the best bottles to have with a steak.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best pours.
Steak, potato,
Oh man,
and
that makes me
a
want
pour.
that.
Yeah.
I want to go thaw out a couple steaks and throw them on the smoker while we're doing this, so afterwards we can enjoy another pour
Hell
of
yeah.
some steak.
Dude, that's what we need to do.
Yes.
We need to do a smoker episode.
That would be-
Set up in your garage, get the smoker going.
hmm
I'm gonna write that down.
Absolutely, you should. Yeah, yeah. Hayden's my secretary / scribe. He takes-
And I'm out. I quit.
yeah, no. Let's talk about the other things we have up front there.
Yeah, man. So
Old school guns.
I brought over my lever action 308. It's a Browning.
I love a good lever action.
So do I, man. There's just something about it when
Mhm.
you're shooting that gun and you lever that thing. Just everything about it, the way it kicks the round out, the sound that it makes. They're very good shooting guns. Usually,
Yes.
I know that one packs a little bit of a punch because it's 308.
It's 308. Yeah, that's a high caliber
Mhm.
lever action.
That was my hunting rifle for a few years. My uncle actually lent it to me when I was a kid. I think I was 15 years old. He lent it to me, and that year I shot a deer with it.
Oh heck yeah!
Then the following year, I shot another deer with it. And then I think the year after that, I shot another deer with it. Then I joined the military.
That thing's got some bodies on it, bro.
Oh yeah, man. And
I love it.
he hunted with it for years before, so God
Yeah.
knows how many he shot with it.
Yep.
But I can tell a little bit more about that rifle after. And then I've got it's a 22 revolver. That's actually got a funny story behind it too. But I just like wheel guns, the revolver feel.
I
and
love a good revolver.
yeah, man.
Yes.
Throw it in a good, like an old leather holster, wear it on your side, and I'm walking around. I feel like Doc Holliday. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that 22, it's just a good little plinker, like just shooting targets. You know, I don't carry it in the woods usually. That one's a heritage, so it's not a very expensive weapon or expensive gun. And you could pick it up. I want to say I spent like $130 on it.
Oh wow.
I think.
Nice.
But I'll tell you what, man, that thing's snappy. Like the sound that comes out of that, if you're not wearing ear protection, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
With that short barrel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's so much fun. I actually got that in North Dakota, so I'll launch right into the story with it. My buddy and I, we were doing a road trip from North Dakota to West Virginia, and then up into Pennsylvania.
Nice.
We were going to see friends, and he was going to see family. He knew a taxidermist back home, and he wanted to bring some animals out to get done up. I had a pheasant that I want to get gotten. Time out.
English Hayden.
I had a pheasant that I wanted.
I wrangled me up a pheasant.
Yeah, man. I should have brought over some Levi Garrett.
Oh. I haven't had some Levi in a minute.
I love it, man.
Oh boy.
But anyways, I went with him. Said, screw it. I need to take a trip. I wanted to go out and see my buddy Jim out in West Virginia. We actually stopped. We went to his camp, did some fishing for a couple days. But as we were leaving North Dakota, like right before the state line, we stopped at this gas station. It was just this little gas station in the middle of nowhere. We pull in, and they were making pizzas inside, which was cool. We were like, I'll grab a slice, you know?
No kidding.
And then on the back side of this store was a gun store.
Oh, nice.
So gas, pizza, and guns. I walked in. They had the heritage. I was
Can't
like,
beat that.
no. And I was like, you know what? I got to buy a gun at this little gas station out in the middle of nowhere. It's so flat where we were. You could watch your dog run away for 3 days. I'm pretty sure I've used that joke on this before. But saw the heritage, and I was like, that's a cool little gun. It was only $130. I was like, I'll pick it up, you know? And at worst comes the worst, I sell it later on down the line, but I ended up falling in love with the thing, so held on to it.
Nice.
And yeah, we put some rounds through it at fishing camp. That's when I figured out, like, you better be wearing earplugs because it'll make your ears.
What caliber did you say it was?
It's just a 22.
22, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got my son a Heritage 22. It's in my gun safe down Louisiana, but I love that thing, man.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, just planking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
And for $130, you can drop it in the dirt, the water, mud, shake it off.
Yeah,
good
whatever,
to go.
right? No, good time.
But,
so I have a Marlin 30-30.
Yeah, that's a good gun.
Lever action.
Yep.
And like what you were saying, man, I feel like a cowboy.
Yeah.
Every time I shoot that thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like, like Clint Eastwood, in an old Western film.
Hell yeah.
And it's just so much fun. And a 30-30, it doesn't kick like a 308.
Mm-mm.
So you can shoot a lot more through it, and it's a little bit easier, more fun. I've actually hunted with that thing, and it's got 2 deer on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's a good gun to hunt with, man.
It's a short barrel, so like when you're in the woods and you're just kind of wandering through the woods, it's easy to carry. It's lighter weight, but it packs enough punch that you can still drop a deer.
Oh yeah.
From a decent distance. And I just use iron sights.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing is it's a tack driver, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just every time it's gonna, wherever I point it is where it's gonna go.
Well, they build them so solid.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like a lot of the guns you see today. They've got all these different things on them, and it's pieced together.
Yep.
Right. And like your pistol the other day, you had pieces over here. I get there's pieces to a gun, springs and levers and different stuff, but I just love the old school ones, man, because they were so simplistic.
Yep.
It was literally mechanics and a firing pin.
Absolutely.
That's
why, like you said, I love wheel guns.
Yeah.
I know no matter what, as long as there's a round in it, it's gonna go bang.
Yeah.
A semi-auto, there's so many things that can jam up. you misfire, whatever. There's so many pieces to it. You take a wheel gun apart, there's half a dozen pieces, maybe, that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yep.
You know, that's it. You take a semi-auto apart. I don't know. There's a lot of pieces.
And you lose one, you're
There's
screwed.
Oh, good God, yeah, yeah. I mean, you got you got your ejector pin, you got your springs. I mean, everything. And so it's simple.
Yes.
And I think that's what we're going to talk about. Is just how cool the old school things that we have. Whether it comes to guns and hunting, whiskey, old school mentality. The thought process, and just it's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple. You don't have this bullshit,
bro,
to complicate things.
And that's the thing, dude. Like, we've mentioned it on here before many times. We are very simple men.
We are
simple-minded and very simple, driven. I know for me, I'm so happy. I'm transitioning to this new portion of my life with the retirement. I'm thinking about it more and more every day, and I'm getting more excited. I'm starting to leave the fear behind a little bit.
I'm glad that you're saying that. Good. I'm glad, man.
And
I know you've been wrestling with that shit a lot.
I
don't blame you, because I'm starting to wrestle with it too.
Well, it's still a big thing, dude. I had a dream last night that tangent. I had a dream last night.
I love this guy.
That's dude. Woo! But,
squirrel.
Yep. No, in my dream, I was getting ready. Like, I was almost to the end of. I was about to retire, okay. and the old Uncle Sam was like, "Nope, need ya.
Stop lost.
Too much shit going on." Right. So in my dream, they take me back. I walk into guard mount, and long story short, I end up cussing out a bunch of people.
Did you at least shave before you went to guard mount?
Oh yeah, I was clean shaven in my dream.
And you cut your long ass.
Every bit of it, yeah. Okay. I was right back in regs, right?
So you were Master Sergeant Granger at guard mount. God help those poor airmen at guard mount.
Man,
if that ever happens, mom and dad of the young airmen, you're going to get a phone call. I promise. Because Lord help those poor little kids. Wow.
But yeah, so in the dream, I end up chewing a bunch of ass in the guard mount.
Did I not say?
Yep. Well,
I knew where this was going without even knowing the dream.
They were screwing up.
Yep.
And needed some guidance. You know what I mean?
No.
So needless to say, I woke up and I was wide awake, ready to go. I was like,
I'm surprised you didn't shave and get in uniform.
Bro, I sat there for a second. You know how when you wake up for something, you're like, was that real? And I looked around, I was like, okay, no, I'm in my house.
Okay.
All right. Woo!
Shit.
Yeah. So, but anyways, the simple stuff, man.
Yes.
And going into that, I can't wait to lock into that old simple mentality again.
Yes.
Because I don't have to worry about troops. I don't have to worry about EPBs. I don't have to worry about getting a phone call in the middle of the night. I just have to worry about my kids, my wife, my immediate family, and maybe that little bit, that circle of individuals that I might hang out with or work with.
Yeah. Well, you get to choose.
Exactly.
You choose your circle. We get to choose our close circle, even in the military, but you're forced into, especially as leaders, you're forced into this family, which I love, and I think we both do.
Oh, 100%.
But it comes with a whole lot of stress, a lot of pressures,
a
lot of bullshit.
Yes.
Because you're like, for you as a fight chief, you had 50, 60 people average, right, on flight, give or take?
Roughly.
You didn't have a choice.
No.
And they had to become your family because, my God, you guys were there 15, 16-hour days when you worked. So you were at work more than you are at home.
Yep.
So that became your family, but it wasn't chosen.
And then I moved to ops, and I had 350. You know what I mean?
We won't go down that road.
Man.
That was, I walked right into it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I saw a reel yesterday. There's a veteran, and he did this reel to explain to individuals not in the military who have never served, basically what it's like to serve. And he's like, if you're good, you get more responsibility. If you suck, you get a pass. And then the ones that have the responsibility, they're the ones doing all the work and watching their buddies just pass by. And if you keep going good, yes, you'll promote. yes, you'll get good things, but the responsibility goes
Goes
and
up.
goes and
Yep.
goes.
Yep.
And he's like, it kind of sucks.
Even and if you're good, you don't always promote.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. So no, that's that's a great picture of the military life. 100%.
Oh, you do a good job?
Oh,
Well, now you're going to do two good
here's
jobs.
more shit to deal with, but you don't get a pay raise.
Yeah.
We're not giving you any more rank. We're just going to make you do this more.
Yep.
And then all we're going to do is going to say, good job.
That's it.
Congratulations. Thank you for doing your job. Well, but it's not really my job, but never mind,
Mm-hmm.
So Dexter, go boy.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
But
No,
what you got?
I was looking up a little bit of just some information on lever actions. Pretty cool. Hit this. So I love, like I said, I love lever actions.
Yeah.
And I love like the simplicity and how they work. So I just kind of looked up like the history behind them, and then why are they so popular and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the lever action firearms are categorized by their loading and feeding systems, which we knew, tube fed and not box fed, magazine fed, that kind of stuff. And then they started back in the 1700s, but Marlin started them in 1873 with a toggle link, which is what you see today.
Yeah,
and it's kind of crazy because from what I'm reading here, nothing's changed of them since 1873.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
And that was kind of what I wanted to, I'm not going to go into all these details here because honestly, it's a little bit boring. I mean, if you're a real big gun guy like we are, yes, but I don't want to go into all these details. But I wanted to get to the point where lever actions, the concept, how they operate, how they work, has not changed since 1873.
I love it.
I don't know the math of that and how long ago that is. It's a couple hundred years, so 200, I don't know, 150 years maybe? I don't know.
Bro, I don't
Something
either.
like that.
A lot of time. Y'all do the math.
A long ass time ago, right? Yeah, 100%. A long ass time ago, which is super cool. And they're still used tactically.
Yeah.
Which is really neat because, like I said, my Marlin, that's a higher caliber, so it's a little bit longer of a barrel, which you got on your 308 right there. And that's a Browning, but my Marlin, it's a short barrel. Like I think my barrel was barely past your stock. If you just cut your barrel,
Oh wow!
Stock. I mean, it might be
couple inches,
another 2 or 3 inches past where your stock is.
Is your stock a little bit longer?
So the butt is, but yeah, it goes. I mean, it goes past the stock. The stock is actually shorter, but the barrel is super short.
Yeah,
which I liked because, like I said, if you're just trumping around the woods and you're tracking deer, which is how I grew up doing hunting in Virginia and West Virginia. Not like sitting in a box stand down Louisiana the way they do it, and just with a feeder, hunting on a feeder. Not my cup of tea, but I mean, it puts meat in the freezer. But
I am not against hunting over a feeder, but
well, I'm not against it, no. But I like the old school way
stock,
of stalking deer, knowing where they feed, knowing where their water source is, where they bed down, and then strategically putting yourself in those places, and knowing when they're moving, and doing your research, tracking all that stuff before hunting season. But it's super easy because you can just sling that sucker, and it's not a big ass, I like to deer hunt with a 30-06, a Savage 30-06. That's a long barrel. So it snags on stuff and everything, but it's super nice, super simple, and I know every single time when I, load that thing and move that lever action, which I love doing.
I do too.
I feel like
sound of it.
I feel like friggin' Dirty Harry every time I do it. Like I want to shoot that thing from the hip.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it not when I'm hunting, but I've done it just shooting paper and stuff like that. Just
well, the golden rule, right? When you're grilling something, when you first grab the tongs, you got to click them together.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Anytime I pick up my lever action, the golden rule is I got to kick it a couple times.
Absolutely.
Let me make sure this still sounds good. Yep, it does.
And I love that, which is super cool, just because it's such a long history.
Yeah.
Of that gun. And it's so reliable, so reliable. Which go ahead.
I like them a lot, like especially like this one here because it's got the hammer in the back.
Yeah.
So when you put a round in the chamber. If you're walking through the woods without a round in the chamber and it snags a tree, that tree isn't going to send that thing and then lock it back.
Nope.
To kick it in, right? there's very obvious visual cues that something has happened. And if you are walking through with a round in the chamber and you've got that hammer forward, it's pretty hard to pull it back. So, but again, if it gets snagged, you have a visual cue. And then you just ride it back forward, and you're good to go.
You know the status of your gun at all times.
At all times.
All you gotta do is look at it.
As long as you're paying attention.
A semi-auto, and I think that's why there's so many, NDs with semi-autos.
They don't. Yeah.
Because you don't know the status of it just by looking at it. You look at it like an unloaded semi-auto and a loaded semi-auto looks the same.
Yeah.
It looks the same, no matter what. You have to remember where you put that gun, what the status of it was. Did you rack around? Is it on safe? All those things.
That's the safety selector switch, or if you've got the push button one, right? I've got rifles with the push button one, the red circle.
The push button ones because you can't see that damn circle unless you're just like.
And if it's an older one, that red circle might be wore out.
I've got 2 rifles that the red circle doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly.
I just have to remember what side.
Muscle memory.
Always, Yep. I just know what side that it goes on, if it's on safe and if it's on
fire. Safe. Yep.
Yeah. So if you're a right hand shooter, use your right side. If it's pushing out right side, it's going to be fire, and then the opposite side is safe. I think. Yeah.
No,
I think so. Is it the other way around?
Yeah.
So I shoot. Oh no, I'm backwards. So I shoot left-handed rifle. Because I'm
so
I'm left eye dominant.
So you're stupid.
No, I'm not stupid. I'm right-handed.
Settle down.
I'm right-handed, but I'm left eye dominant. So rifle only. Shotgun I shoot with both eyes open. Pistol I shoot with both eyes open, which you should be proud of that, by the way.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because
it's hard to learn.
I know a lot of people that. So I grew up learning that. That's how I was taught, was to shoot both eyes open. And I've had people try to tell me, no, you need to close one eye. I was like, F you. I can hit the target every single damn time. I'm not messing. I'm not changing my rhythm with this.
Yeah.
So I shoot pistol with both eyes open, shotgun with both eyes open, rifle left-handed. That's all I do.
Yep.
So yeah.
Now I love them, man, and especially the first deer I killed with 32 special lever action.
Oh.
And I was
That's a great round.
Yeah, I've mentioned it on here before.
Yes.
I was the 5th generation to kill a deer with that gun. And as soon as I shot the deer, it was my first deer, I shot a 6-point buck. It's that little skipper that's hung up on my wall.
I've seen that.
Dad got it mounted for me because it was my first buck, right?
Yep.
But as soon as I killed the deer, my grandpa came back and was like, all right, get the gun. That's all I need you to do. And I was like, what? Like, I don't get to keep this? He's like, no, this is a family heirloom.
Yeah.
You're the 5th generation to kill a deer with it. So now,
hell yeah,
we're gonna put it back, clean it up.
That means a lot.
And then another generation coming by. So hopefully my son will get to shoot it, as long as it's still safe, right? Because as guns get older, you have to worry about different stuff. But I love it, man. And that one, I actually had a scope on that for the longest time. And then my dad stole it. I
was going to ask you if you ever put a scope on it, because it's a 308, so you can reach out and touch somebody with that guy.
Oh yeah, I didn't. So like I said, my uncle let me borrow that gun for multiple seasons, and then I joined the military, and I came home. When was it? It was a long time ago. I came home for hunting season, right, on leave, and I asked my uncle. I was like, "Hey, you still got that 308?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Dang, you got rid of it?" He's like, "Yeah. I gave it to you." I'm like, gave it to me? He's like, yeah, it should be in your dad's gun cabinet. And sure as shit,
there it is.
He just he gifted me the gun. He's like, you've shot a bunch of deer with it.
Yeah.
I don't hunt with it anymore, so he gave it to me. So, Unc, thank you very much. I still got it.
Nice.
I took the scope off of it though, because I wanted to just keep it irons.
Yeah.
And it's got that cowboy feel. It's got that cowboy look.
Yes, and that's where I stuck. I wouldn't mind finding a 308, to be honest with you, because it'd be cool. But I'm like you. I would keep it old school. I would keep it original, OG.
Yeah.
As the young bucks say these days, because I love shooting iron sights. That's how I started shooting. My dad wouldn't even let me use optics.
Yeah.
Until I was able to hit on paper very consistently within about $50 size, and I'm showing my age with the $50 there. With $50 consistently with iron sights before he'd even let me shoot anything that had a scope on.
Yep.
Because that's the basics. That's the old school way of firing a rifle.
Yep.
Is iron sights. And if you can't shoot with iron sights, then you don't need to be going to optics.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they've got so much stuff these days, man, that'll like it'll give you the elevation, automatic reading of the range and windage and all this, which I understand there is an application for those things.
Oh, absolutely. You're going long range, 8,000 yards.
Yes.
600, 800,000 yards. Yes.
Go on, Dex.
But you're just hunting. You're an everyday shooter. You don't need all that.
Yes.
You know, I mean, hunting, maybe sometimes, but especially out here, elk and moose, you're going to be longer distance. But
Yeah.
even that.
I like the old school stuff, especially like with that gun right there with the iron sights. Have you ever seen, what's it called? Cowboy action shooting?
Yes.
I have gotten lost on YouTube for hours.
I was actually watching some videos the other night because I was just bored sitting out here in the recliner with the TV off in my head like I've been lately. But anyway,
dude,
just thinking.
Yeah.
And I started looking at videos like that, and that's what I was watching.
I would love to get into that. I want a double barrel, like stagecoach shotgun.
Yeah.
Like not quite the sawed off, but the shorty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
With the 2 hammers.
Yep.
And then I want another. I want a cowboy action, like a single action Colt, or what's the other ones that I don't know.
When I go down to Louisiana next week, I'm gonna grab I've got a Colt 45 single action.
That's awesome. I got to play with it. We got to shoot it.
We will. I'll go down and get
Hell
it.
yeah.
I'm flying, but what I'll probably do is I'll just have it shipped. I'll just ship it to myself because I don't want to deal with the airports and stuff like that. And check.
Oh, they're super easy, man.
Yeah, I'll look into it. See, I would love to just bring my whole
arsenal.
Well, yeah, my whole arsenal. I do have an arsenal, but my whole arsenal up here. But I mean, a year from now, I'm not going to be here most likely, so there's no point.
Yeah,
but no, I'll bring that thing up here so we can play a little bit.
Dude, I would love that, man. Because I've shot my buddy Bruce. He had I want to say it was a 357 Magnum, and he let me shoot that thing when I was.
Packs a little bit of a wallop.
I think I was like 16, buddy. He took an old like cardboard box and threw it out in the yard. He was like, "All right, take a plug at that." He's like, "Hang on to her."
Yeah.
2 hands, and I let that man. I rode the lightning. That thing kicked, and of course,
wheel gun.
Boom! Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it was like a shorter. I think it was only like.
I was going to ask how long the barrel was.
Maybe 3-4 inches. I don't know. I was young, but
so like that long, 3-4 inches.
Yeah. 4-6 inches, right?
That's a joke. That's a joke. Maybe a little bit.
I'm bad at
that's 6 inches is what I always tell her.
I'm bad at measurement.
That's what I tell all the girls. That's 6 inches, right?
Jesus. No.
Way off the rails over here, Matt.
The train's gone.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
But no, that thing. So it kicked the box up, 10 feet in the air, and dug a canoe in his backyard.
Oh.
Right? We went and looked at it. I was like, whoa. And he's like, yeah, now imagine you hitting something organic with that. Like,
it's gone.
Holy
yes.
Shit.
Yes.
But I want to say it's the Remington, I can't remember, like the Nighthawk, I think is the name of it, or something like that. But it's a single action cowboy style wheel gun.
Okay.
And I want to get into cowboy action shooting, man, because it's usually 3 gun. You got your lever action rifle, you got your 6 shooter, and then you got the double barrel shotgun, and you run it for time. It looks like it's so much fun.
It's not the Nighthawk. Nighthawk is a newer gun.
Oh, see, I can't remember. I was looking for one a long time ago.
Wheel gun, you said?
Yeah, it's a old school looking revolver, but I just think they're so fun to shoot, man. And to think about the old West with these guys, gunslingers.
Oh yeah,
like how they would clear leather, cock that thing, and get a shot on target to kill the guy, or at least get the guy to stop shooting at them.
Yeah,
in a blink of an eye.
Yes,
is amazing.
Oh, I know.
We're spoiled nowadays.
Yes,
you've got a Glock in your holster. You just pick it out, bang. You don't have to do anything else. Nope. Just real fast. Yep. These guys have multiple motions to get it to even ready to fire.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. I just think it's absolutely fascinating.
Come here, Dexter.
Like the Old West. Talk about old school.
Oh,
Right?
I know.
I'm a Western movie guy.
Yes.
Always have been.
Yep.
Always will be. I want to say
Dexter, say hi to everybody.
Yeah,
If
Dex.
you're gonna bother us, say hi to everybody.
Get him some headphones, bro.
Here you go, bud.
Yeah.
We'll put him. Come here. He's a big old baby.
Mhm.
He is my baby, though.
Yeah.
So you guys just let him be.
Yep.
He'll be fine.
Just a old puppy.
Yeah. Big old baby. He's
What?
the biggest wuss I've ever met in my life.
Oh, I've seen
my
it.
God.
Yeah.
Like big ass dog. People scared of him when they see him, and I'm like, you have no idea. That dog wouldn't hurt a fly if I paid his ass. Yes, you'll be fine. Go.
You could starve him for 3 days, throw meat in your pockets. He's still gonna not do anything about it.
Probably not. I have seen him buck up on folks when when I'm like just talking to folks, they get kind of loud.
Oh,
I've seen him kind of come in like, Dad, do I need to handle
Yeah.
business? So he does has that side to him.
Yeah, that's good.
Good old baby.
No,
Anyway,
I love
sorry.
that dog.
Sorry.
I love that dog.
Yep. Yeah.
But no, I think the first Western I ever saw was Young Guns,
Oh,
which is a
Yes.
classic.
yes. Classic.
And immediately, dude, I knew right then and there. I was like, I want to be a cowboy. Little did I know that didn't exist anymore. You know what I mean? But I love that genre, everything.
Yes.
And I've seen so many of them until you start getting into like what is it, the spaghetti westerns.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I kind of lost track a little bit, and I just watched the old.
Spaghetti westerns. I haven't heard that.
It's a lot of people don't even know what it is.
What do you mean by spaghetti western? I don't know.
So
I'll be honest with you.
spaghetti western was from like I want to say it was like the 60s and 70s. They were Italian produced and filmed in like Italy and Spain.
So they're not westerns
They were Western
for that. For
So like Clint Eastwood was in a
okay.
few.
Okay. Oh.
A couple big names, like The Good,
Okay.
Bad, and the Ugly. I guess is technically a spaghetti western
Oh. Okay. I know what you mean. I got you.
because I'm not a historian. I'm not a movie buff, but I
Yeah.
want to say that they fell in love with the genre
Yeah.
in the American West because they were getting all the dime novels,
Oh yeah.
right? And a lot of producers over there were like, we can hire these guys to come over
Yep.
and do them for us. So these, like a lot of big name actors back then, when the Western genre started to die off here, they went over there and did it.
Okay.
They actually make a joke about it in, gosh, what was that Quentin Tarantino movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt?
Oh.
I can't remember.
Shit.
I'm not. Anyways,
Yeah.
but he was a Western star and he did some spaghetti westerns
Yeah,
in the movie,
I got you.
and it was kind of like
Okay.
a little tip of the cap to him, you know.
Yeah.
But all the Western genre, man, I wish they would make more.
Oh, I know.
Like the last good Western I saw was probably
Mm,
Open Range with Kevin
Yeah.
Costner.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything past after that one.
Obviously, there,
Yeah.
you got 1883, the show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I liked Horizon, the movie Horizon. A lot of people said that it sucked.
I wouldn't say it sucked. It wasn't my favorite. I'll say that, but it was all right.
I just like how it's so gritty and
It is
not
It
over
is.
not so over the top, you know.
Yeah. 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 It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad. No, I was looking up Young Guns. So, guess when did Young Guns come out?
1987.
Damn, you are almost dead on. 1 year after 1988.
Oh, I was close.
Good. Yeah, no, that was damn close. I'll give that. In fact, guys, I'm going to give that to him.
Well, I was born
You
in
were within a year.
I thought it was released the year of my birth. I was born in 87, so I was one off.
You made me feel old. You know what? I turned 45 next month.
Damn.
So April's a big month for me. I turned 45 the end of April. In the middle of April was my 23-year Air Force anniversary.
Damn, man, that's awesome. You gonna do anything?
Yeah, get up and go to work. Because I can't hit the button quite yet if I want to retire when I plan to retire.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, actually, speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. I've made the decision.
Yeah.
I've made the decision. June 1st of this year, I'm going to hit the button to retire.
Hell yeah, man.
And
So happy for you.
1 May 2027 will be my last official day in the United States Air Force.
It's crazy, dude.
24. It'll be 24 years and 16 days.
Nice.
24 years and 16 days officially. Wow.
Buddy. Isn't that crazy?
I I'm excited and scared shitless at the same time. Is that normal?
Yo, bro.
Okay.
We've talked.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you, the feelings are definitely, I don't know. It's kind of like talking about movies. It's kind of like a movie.
Yeah.
Like you got this little like hour and a half time span for a movie. Let's now knock that into a year. About 6 months, you're going to be at the peak of your anxiety.
Yep.
And worried, right?
6 months out?
No, like, yeah. So like
6 months from when I'm going to retire and be done.
Yeah. Right now, you're still in the job.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still actively.
100%.
As far as my day to day, nothing's changed. My mindset's a little bit different, but
Yes. So 6 months you've got of just jobbing it still, which I know you are more than happy to do. You love what you do, as did I. But then that next 6 months, you're like, oh shit, like I got skill bridge, I got terminal, and that's when your out processing is going to start kicking in roughly.
Ooh, that's going to smack me.
You got to go meet with the VA.
Yep.
You got to start that process.
I've been told to start that like meow.
No, well, you can only
A year?
180 days out.
Okay.
So,
okay. Yep. Then I got a little bit.
Yep, you still got a little bit. And then once that all kicks in, man, like you're still working until your skill bridge starts. I know you've mentioned that you want to potentially do a skill bridge.
Yep, I do.
I do. Still working until that skill bridge starts, but there's only so much time in the day.
Yeah.
So you've got your job that you're doing, plus you're out processing your VA. You got to start looking for houses wherever you're going to live. You got to figure out your life insurance. You got to figure out this. You got to figure out that.
Oh, shit.
You got to change all your passwords. You got to change everything to your email.
Yeah.
If you got 2 bank accounts, you got to figure out what bank account your paycheck's going to go to. Are you overwhelmed yet?
Damn it, man. Like 90% of that stuff I haven't even thought about.
And more than likely, you're going to have to train your replacement on top of all this.
I'm already doing that, actually.
Well, perfect. Good.
I've already yes, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of folks that are gonna cover down until they get a diamond in the spot. So I keep telling myself, and I forget to, I need to reach out to Kane.
Mm-hmm.
And then having you is going to be awesome because you are literally like, you're going to be done with the Air Force about the time I'm going to be seriously looking at going through what you have been through for the past 6-ish months.
And I think
it's going to be helpful.
Well, it's so fresh in my mind. I really don't see too much of the process changing in the time frame before you do get out. And that's why. So, like Kane, thank you, sir.
Brother, I'm going to be calling you probably the next day or two. So be aware.
Yeah. But he helped me so much, and him and I were in constant contact.
Yep.
I haven't talked to him in a while. I should reach out too. But anytime, like I'd shoot him a text and be like, "Hey, brother, question about this." And like within 5-10 minutes, if he was free, he'd call me and be like, "All right, it's too much to text, but sit down. You got a notepad? Here it is."
Yeah.
And he steered me 100% down the right path, and it was awesome. It made it so much easier for me to go through the process. But yeah, it's going to be a lot, man. But it is so much fun. And then once you peak that 6 months and you start coming down off it, like where I'm at right now, I'm 2 weeks out from my terminal leave, and I'm at that point where it's like, you know what? I've been nervous about this. I've been shaky about it. We've had the discussion. I've mentioned it on the podcast a few times. Yep. You know, I've sat in your living room, my living room, and had talked about it. But now that it's all here, it's like, you know what? You rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's done. Unless they stop us our ass and then we're stuck.
I don't see that happening.
I don't either.
No.
But
we good. Thank you to the B-52s. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But
I don't know if you've seen what
I haven't.
They did recently.
I have not.
I'm not going into it on this, but
no, we'll talk after.
Pretty badass. Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah, buffs all the way, right? So, but yeah, man, you're gonna have your ups and downs about it. You've been in longer than me, so it's gonna hit you a little bit harder. I think 24 years is a long time.
Shit. I can't believe it's been 24 years. I still remember when I'd been in for 2.
Yeah. Oh, let's line that up a little bit. So we're talking old school.
Oh.
What was old school military like for young Airman Matt Shoma?
Oh, boy. So came in April of 2003.
I'm getting more.
Okay.
Bottle kill?
Sure. We'll kill.
There's only enough for 2 more little pours.
Yeah. You want me to grab my full one back here to put out, or are you just going to put the empty one out?
No, I'll put the empty one out there.
I'm just trying to flex that I have so many bottles back there.
I know what you're doing. There she is.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna cheers you, brother.
Hell yeah, bro.
Love you, my man. So, Airman A1C Shomo.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep, 2003, showed up to San Antonio, Texas. Thought I had everything figured out. Yep. So I went to Virginia Military Institute before that. It was a military college. You guys can Google it and look it up what the hell it is. It's a lot of people call it the West Point of the South. Anyway, so I was like, oh man, got this in the bag.
Yeah.
Show up on the bus.
Cocky as fuck.
Yes. Yes. You know, I wrestled. I was in great shape. I wasn't fat like I am now. You know, and you know, not everything creaked and cracked and moaned every time I moved. I didn't sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies we need to pour milk on every time I wake up in the morning. Snap, crackle, pop, baby.
Hell yeah.
Literally. I probably should use our soundboard for that, but
Right.
anyway. But no, get off the bus, and of course, you know, they come on. You know, all the TIs are just screaming.
I was gonna say the hats are around.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The training instructors, MTIs, whatever you want to call them. They, you know, they're just screaming and, you know, get off the effing bus, blah, blah, blah. Because this was back in the day, they could cuss. They could actually put hands on you. They were not able to like hit or strike you, but they called it adjustments.
I was gonna say they make adjustments.
Yes, they would make adjustments, and I was adjusted quite a bit, firmly. And I'm trying not to get people in trouble because I don't know what the statute of limitations are for those kinds of things.
They're good. They're in the clear.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you the name of my MTI. A lot of folks could tell you like everything about their MTI. I don't even know. He was actually really good though. But no, I really appreciated the fact that then, and I think it's changing for the better now. They did absolutely break us down.
Yeah.
We got broken down to the most basic level of our being. And
Which is required. You need that.
yes, and then they built us back up. And they built us back up in a way that they needed us to be able to operate, to be successful, to be warfighters. Because this was, you know, less than 2 years after 9/11. So we were in the heart of GWAT.
Yeah.
Global War on Terror, for those of you that don't know that term, GWAT. So we were in the heart of it. Like we were, we were neck deep in Iraq and Afghanistan.
So you said 2 years, so 2003.
So it was April 2003, so less than 2 years after 9/11.
Nice.
Less than 2 years after 9/11. A year, 1 month, and 12 days after 9/11 happened, I was in the recruiter's office.
Yeah.
To the day.
Yeah.
I remember it exactly. But what I remember the most was the build-up process. I'll be honest, I don't even remember the breakdown process.
There's a reason for that.
Yes.
It's designed that
And
way.
I'm bringing that up for good cause.
Yep. I don't either.
Because that Matt Shomo, they started building Airman Shomo, right? And so I don't remember who that Matt was.
Yeah.
I know I was an ignorant, cocky son of a bitch. I know that I thought I knew everything, but I absolutely knew nothing. And I can say that looking back. But in the moment, I didn't know that. You know, I showed up there like, oh man, I got this in the bag. I am in great shape. I can run a couple miles, like, you know, in my sleep, 100 push-ups, no problemo, right? All those things. You know, I know the military way. I've already come in here with all this training. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, because your TIs, they must have been what back then were they staff sergeant, tech sergeant?
So yes, tech sergeant, staff sergeant, tech sergeant, but there was actually senior airmen.
Oh yeah.
No, there was senior airmen that were paired with a tech sergeant typically.
But what I'm getting at is back in the day, the old school way of the Air Force, like if you were a tech sergeant, it was so normal for a 20-year tech sergeant to retire.
Yes.
Like they've been in for a hot minute.
Shit, man, I remember going to retirement as a 20-year staff sergeant,
Yes.
brother. Because you could retire at 20 years as a staff sergeant.
Yeah.
You can now. But that just recently changed past several years, I guess.
But what I'm saying is, you got the salty salt of the earth from the Air Force.
My MTI was a tech sergeant, and he had been in for over 19 years. In fact, we weren't his last flight to go through, but he had already hit the button.
Oh, wow. So you were kind of like on his twilight.
Yes, like he had hit the button. I want to say, because you know how you have that amnesty hour, right? Which is not a real amnesty hour, because if you say the wrong thing, they're going to F you up.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But like, I remember him telling us during the amnesty hour after we had graduated and we were about to just be released to go hang out with our families or whatever, right before we went to tech school, him telling us like that a couple weeks before we got there, he had hit the button.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he wasn't turned off in any way. Like he was still like actively being an MTI. But yeah, he was a tech sergeant. He knew. He's like, this is where I'm retiring.
Bro, imagine the look or the mentality of what he had at the time from his time in the service, knowing that he's hit the button, but he is training the future of the Air Force, and you're one of the last flights and maybe one more after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he said one or two more tops.
Like if you're gonna have a masterpiece, that's the time, right?
Oh,
I can only imagine how much he
poured into
you.
us. Like, he did. And I mean, he was there.
That's amazing.
He was there all the time. It was, I really, man, I wish I'd have to go back and look at some records to find out what his name was, because I would love to look him up at some point.
Yeah.
Because he really did a hell of a job. But no, like he did a great job of breaking us down. And the first 2-3 weeks was absolutely just tearing us down, you know, literally beating us up. But then the build-up process, that's what I remember.
Yeah. And that's when you can really see the switch change, not just in yourself, but your fellow airmen.
Yes.
And in the TI themselves, right? Because I saw like a physical switch in their mentality.
Yep.
Okay, breakdown is over. Now let's build these young men up.
I even remember to this day, almost 23 years later, it was right around week 3-ish, because it was 6 weeks at the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, it was 8 weeks. 8 weeks. So right around week 3 was when we felt that shift, because the first 3 weeks, I mean, it was quite literally hell on earth.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much, because you didn't have watches, you didn't have no phones, of course.
Yep.
You had no access to phones whatsoever. You didn't. There was no even clocks inside. So I have no idea what time we went to bed or what time we woke up. I just knew we went to bed and it was dark. And we woke up and it was still dark.
Yep.
That's all I know. And when we woke up, like we were out on the pad and doing PT, and the sun wasn't even awake yet. It wasn't even considering coming up.
Yeah.
That sun gun was still like knocked the F out, right? And we're out there doing PT, and he would just rip us. I mean, just constant rip us. He'd try to get in our heads. He'd try to ask us questions about, how we were raised, where we came from, all those things. I do remember that process. But what I really remember was when it shifted. And he went from that to, why are you here? Why do you want to be in my Air Force?
My Air Force, exactly.
That's exactly what he said.
Right?
Yep. What makes you think you deserve?
Yeah, bro. I
to
was
be
just gonna say the
Yes,
same thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Those things, like we were doing PT, or we would be standing in formation or doing drill or whatever it was, and he would come behind us, so we couldn't see him.
Yeah.
He'd be in our blind spots.
That hat would just touch the back of your head.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. And he would just whisper, just so quietly, like, what makes you think you deserve to be here? Do you think you're good enough to be in my Air Force? And he wasn't asking for an answer.
No.
And God help you if you did answer him. There was a guy that was about 3 or 4 in front of me one time that made the mistake of acting like he was going to answer, and really he sneezed, but but he thought he was going to answer. Oh boy,
Yeah.
he got pulled out, and I don't know what happened to that kid. I mean, I think he graduated with us, but God help that guy. I feel bad for him. But no, that build up process, that made us who we are,
Mhm.
right? That's what I value so much, and that was that old school way.
And that's what I love, man. Like, I'm so proud that I have a relatively same background for my experience,
Hmm.
right? Minus the cockiness, because I was terrified.
Yeah.
I remember sitting there when we got, I think it was before we got on the buses, like right off the airport, we were sitting in some bay. And they were like, if you got lighters, cigarettes, chewing tobacco, this, that, and the other thing, take it out of your pockets and throw it against that wall. And I had a pack of smokes,
Yeah.
crushed it,
Yeah.
threw it against the wall. Lighter against the wall.
Yeah.
And got on the buses and riding in and being like, oh, okay, so it's real now. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, I knew it was real, but it was really sinking
Well,
in.
now it sinks in, right? Now it hits you.
Yep. And then you get there and the same thing. A hat gets on the bus. Get the F off the bus right now. Blah, 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 blah. Go up. And then we did pick your bags up. You didn't do it all at the same time. Put them down. Everybody on your face. Blah, 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 blah. You know.
Yeah.
But I loved it. And I really love that. The old school way, because I can brag about it now.
Yep.
I came in at this time.
It's bragging rights, man.
Yeah, when things were a lot different than they are now.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, evolution happens. Things change. They change for the better. Sometimes it's not the better. Sometimes they change for the worse. But
I think there's good and bad to all change.
Reasoning behind it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
But I consider myself more of an old school guy.
Yes. Me too.
It's probably one of the reasons, like when I was thinking about considering pushing a button. It's when I'm looking around, I'm realizing like, my mentality just is not the same mentality as a lot of these guys.
No.
We're dinosaurs.
Yep.
And
I actually just told somebody that today, like,
Mhm.
because somebody asked me, like, man, sure, why are you retiring? And I was like, but the Air Force don't need dinosaurs.
No, they need you.
They need exactly what I said. I said they need. Yes. I said, they need you. And he
Mhm.
looked at me and was like, yeah, but you have so much to give us. I said,
Mhm.
yes. And I'm giving you as much as I can. But
Yep.
one day you're going to be where I'm at.
Yep.
And you're going to have a lot to give. And you're going to be looking down the barrel of retirement,
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. I said, bud, you don't see it now, but you're going to blink.
Mm.
And all of a sudden you're going to be
Bro.
like, holy shit.
Where did 20 years go?
Yes. I can't believe I'm at 23.
Yeah, man.
Next month is 23.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most airmen that I talk to on a daily basis aren't even that old.
Yeah.
I was talking to an airman today. He was 20 years old.
Yeah.
And one of my tech sergeants, he's about to be a master sergeant. He was like, hey, Sergeant Sherman, how long you been in the Air Force? And he already knew.
Yeah.
But he wanted to hear.
He was doing
he wanted the
was
airmen.
poking the bear.
He wanted to hear the airmen. He wanted the airmen to hear it, right? And I was like, well, actually, next month is my 23-year anniversary. And the airman's eyes got this big, like. And he was like, yeah, Sergeant Sherman's been in the Air Force longer than you've been alive. How does that make you feel? He didn't answer. And I was like, you don't need to answer that, bud. And he was like, you know a lot. And I was like, no, not really.
Dude.
No.
I was standing in guard mount when I first got here. And I kind of knew in a way that this was going to be my retirement base.
Yeah.
Like if the plans that I had didn't work out, I knew I was going to click the button here, which is exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Which, hey, it is what it is. I'm happy where I'm at.
God has his plan for you, my man.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. God put me here.
Exactly. I think God put us both here
Yep.
at the right time in the same unit for a good reason.
Oh yeah, man.
And I think we're both retiring at the right time because
It's time to
it's time to let the next guy take
bow out, man. Yeah,
Yep,
that's it.
You know.
But I'm standing in guard mount, and one of the airmen is like, Sergeant Granger, how long you been in the Air Force? I was like 19 years, I was like 19 years at that time. And he was like, man, you could be my dad. And I was like, if I was your dad, I would have smothered you at birth. And everybody was like, what the,
Yeah.
But that's
for sure.
He laughed. A couple people laughed, but some people, they didn't enjoy that joke, right?
Yeah.
And that just goes back to like in my mind, like I was raised that way in the Air Force. I was raised that way through my military career. It's an old school mentality.
Yep.
You don't hold back, right?
No.
And I love it. I love that old school stuff.
Yes.
That's why I looked up to all my my higher ranking individuals, my leadership back in the day when I was like a little one striper.
Yes. Well, it's that old school mentality.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're talking about, is that mentality,
Yep.
right? Uh, Getting back, I'll call it getting back to basics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's so many things that cloud the teenagers and the young adults' minds, right? Like the damn cell phone, internet,
Mm-hmm.
having everything right here,
Yeah.
which is cool if you're trying to look up shit for a podcast. But if you're trying to grow as a human being, it can really like screw things up.
Mm-hmm.
That old school mentality of just the basic morals and ethics.
Yeah.
Respect. It's a big word for some people.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that we both were raised the same way, where like respect was paramount.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't respect your parents, if you didn't respect your elders, if you didn't respect adults as a kid, you were going to be fighting your teeth on the ground,
And,
right?
Yeah, and it's respect for just everybody in general. I remember my dad, he would tell me, like, you treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO.
Say that again for the ones in the back that weren't paying attention, please.
You treat
I love this.
You treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO or your boss, right? Because
Yeah, he said it.
I love it.
That hit. Yes.
That's that old school
yes.
mentality, right?
Absolutely.
You shake their hand, you look them in the eye,
Yes.
you give them a firm handshake, have a conversation. That person they're there to do a job, just like you're there to do a job, just like the boss is there to do a job, and everybody deserves that amount of respect. Is like treat others how you would want to be treated.
The golden rule.
That's it, brother.
It's very simple, So something my dad drove into my head from, I'm pretty sure from birth. He probably said it the second I popped out of my mom, to be quite frank with you. And he told me this no less than 1,000,000 times. And I'm not exaggerating here. Never be afraid to pick up a broom, son.
Mm-hmm.
Never be afraid to pick up a broom.
Absolutely, man.
There is never a point in your life. There's never a point when you climbing the corporate ladder, the military, rank, whatever it is, to ever be afraid to pick up a broom.
Yeah.
And do the most basic, simple task.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to think that I live that every day.
Same.
Because I have absolutely, in fact, last week I was out sweeping a hallway because there was a bunch of leaves because of the windstorm that we had to come through here that blew in. And I had multiple airmen, a couple NCOs, in fact, 2 senior NCOs that came in like, "Sure, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm sweeping up the leaves." Like, "Why don't we have airmen for that?" And I said, "No, we don't."
I am an airman.
I'm like, well, yes, but even take it more simply, I'm a human being. I saw there was leaves in the hallway. It looked like shit. And I didn't want anybody to slip on them, one, but also just look like crap. So I was like, I swept it up. I saw an issue and I swept it up.
Yep.
What's the problem? And everybody was just like, "Oh my gosh, the shirt's sweeping."
Mm-hmm.
Why? To me, it's the most basic, simple thing. And that's that old school mentality that I think has gotten lost. The simple respect, the opening the door for a female, the yes sir, no sir, the respect for authority.
Yeah.
Right. Whether it's like the cops, there's this man, all the things you see out there with the disrespect you see.
Yep.
And people wonder why they get effed up.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
FAFO.
if you FA, you will FO.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, those guys, they want to go home to their families just like we do. I don't know about you, but when I get pulled over, my hands go on the steering wheel.
Same.
And a cop tells me to do something. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Whoever, right? And I do it. I know my rights. And I know there's probably some of you that I might freaking like, now you're not going to watch us. That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Or you're going to be like, "Oh, well, you guys are going against our rights." And no, I'm not. It's called human rights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna treat him like a human, him or her, like a human being, and I want them to feel safe.
Yeah.
I don't want them to treat me as a threat, because if I get treated like a threat, now things change.
If you're being a threat, you're going to get treated as a threat.
Exactly.
And that's for anything.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you could walk into
Just
a coffee
simple
shop,
interactions.
yeah, you walk into the coffee shop
Mhm.
and start yelling at the person behind the kiosk, they're going to have a different reaction.
Yep.
And that's why, like that, for me, the old school mentality is, as a male, you be a gentleman at all times.
Yes.
But when you need to be the cowboy,
Cowboy up,
when
mofo.
when the monster needs to
Mhm.
come out, that yes, read the
Yep.
read the incident, read
Yep.
the situation, and then let it happen. But
Sheepdog.
yeah, you
Sheepdog mentality.
you don't walk through life just on edge the whole time and looking for a fight.
No.
The fight will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just be ready for it. But
Absolutely.
until then, you treat everybody the way that you'd want to be treated.
Absolutely. And I think, we overcomplicate that mindset. I think there's been a total loss of just human life.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not
We've been desensitized.
exactly what I was going to say. Exactly. Damn it.
Sorry.
You're good, brother.
Yeah.
I'm messing with you.
I know I'm good. I didn't ask that.
You're real good. But no, man. So like, I have a story for that. Getting pulled over. We were in Oklahoma. My buddy had bought 20 acres outside of town, and he built a big berm gun range.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going out to shoot. I had the wife, my kids in the back. We're in my truck. I'm not paying attention to my speed at all because we're talking. We're getting a plan together when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 2-lane highway with a big median and 2 lanes the opposite direction. And a state trooper comes bombing across the median with the lights on. And I was like, what the heck is he doing? I looked down at speed. I was like, oh, he's coming after me.
Oopsie.
I was doing like 30 over.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's reckless driving.
Well, it went from 80 to 50.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
And you were going 80.
I was going 80. It was locked on cruise control. And the wife was like, he's coming after you. I was like, guaranteed. So I hit off cruise and started slowing down and pulling over.
You had screwed up.
Yeah,
You did wrong.
Immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He flipped around and my wife is looking out the back. She's like, oh yeah. Yeah, we're actually the only car out here. I was like, yep.
Yep.
So pull over, and when I get pulled over, I don't just grab the steering wheel. I put my wrist on it and I do this.
So I go like, yeah, I just go out. That's what I do. Yeah, no, I don't grab it. I just go out so you can see that I have nothing in my hands.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
I put mine up like this, and I'm sitting there, and I told my wife, I was like, just put your hands up on the dashboard, baby, so he can see them. Don't have them down by your side or anything like that.
Absolutely.
And I rolled the back windows down too because they're tinted, and so first thing he saw was my kids.
Yep.
May have did that on purpose.
Just hey,
He walks up, he didn't come in all cowboyed up. He didn't come in like a Billy Badass. He walked up, saw the kids. The kids are scared. They're like, "Oh my god, Daddy's going to jail." Yeah. He leans over, "Hey sir, can I get your license and registration?" I said, "Yes sir, they're in my back pocket. Although I want you to know, I have a pistol. It's right there tucked in between my the seat of my truck."
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "What kind of pistol is it?" I told him it was a Glock 40. Mm-hmm. He said, "Is there one in the tube?" I said, "No sir, but there is a magazine in." He goes, "We're good then."
Okay.
"Where's your wallet at?" I said, "My right back pocket." I didn't move my hand. I said, "My right back pocket. Yep. It's down by the pistol." Mm-hmm. He said, "All right, go for it." Nice and slow. Yep. Pull my wallet out. License. Then he saw my military ID, and he's like, "Are you military?" I said, "Yes, sir." I didn't flash it to him. I wasn't trying to use that card. But in my wallet, my military ID is always on top, and my driver's license is underneath it.
Mine's behind it. Yep. My license is always behind my military ID because we use that 15 times a day. Yeah. More than that because it's our access anyway.
Dude, I don't use my driver's license unless I'm pulled over.
No, me neither. Yeah.
So, but he was like, "Okay, where's your registration?" I said, "It's in the glove box next to my wife." Mm-hmm. He said, "Go for it." She gets it, hands it to him. He walks away, comes back. He's got a piece of paper, and I was like, "Shit.
Bring a ticket.
I got a ticket.
Yep.
Damn it. I deserve it. It is what it is."
Yeah.
Right? So he comes up and he goes, "Hey man, I appreciate you being straightforward in everything you just did with the hands on the steering wheel. You guys were very upfront, told us about everything that was going on." And he's like, "I seriously cannot thank you so much. Or I can't thank you enough for that." He's like, "So I wrote you a warning."
Hell yeah.
He's like, "But you were doing 30 over." He's like, "Where are you going in such a hurry?" I was like, "Honestly, sir, I had it on cruise control. I didn't realize it dropped from 80 to 50. Yep. I'm going out to my buddy's house. He's got his gun range. He's got 20 acres up here with a gun range. We're gonna go do some shooting. He's like, oh hell yeah, sounds fun. He's like, so you're in the military. What do you do,
Oh, you just, yep.
buddy? I was like,
You were like, oh, I'm good.
no. I was like, I'm a cop, and he's like, you're a cop. And then he grabbed everything and like put it down. He's like, all right, as a cop,
Oh,
should you
boy.
be acting like that? Should you be driving the way that you were? You've got kids in the back, man. And he just hit me with this guilt trip, and I'm like,
Oh, damn. Okay.
deflated, bro.
See, I was expecting the okay, you're a fellow
Nope.
cop.
No,
Oh.
he gave
No,
it. He gave me the business.
He did the disappointed dad.
Yeah.
speech. Okay.
And I told him straight up, I was like, you are 100% correct, sir. I apologize.
Hmm.
And he's like, well, just from here on
You
out.
deserved it though.
Oh,
but
yeah,
yes.
absolutely, I did. He was like, just be safe. And can you do me a favor? I said, anything. He's like, do the fucking speed limit.
Pretty simple.
I was like, yes, sir.
Yep.
I got it.
Roger that.
Mhm.
Message received. You know, hooah.
The rest of the time, I was 10 and 2, no cruise control, feathering the gas.
5 under.
Yeah.
Right. You know, you see blue lights again. It's because you're going too slow.
Mhm.
You know.
But that, I love that interaction, right? Because
Mm.
it just showed me like I feel like that guy probably grew up a little old school too.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the respect.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what he was doing. He has a job to do. He knew that I effed up,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a mutual exchange. I apologized. I told him exactly what was going on. I didn't lie about anything. He told me straightforward, and then gave me the guilt trip at the end. And
Yep.
I went on my merry way. You know.
That's how you do it. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's true for any interaction with any type of individual, right? Any human being. You give respect, you're shown respect.
Yep.
It's pretty simple. And if you're not shown respect in return, well, you can handle that situation
Yeah.
however needed be. But man, just the basic old school, mentality of you're a human being.
Yes.
I don't care where you came from. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your job is. I don't care if you have $5,000 in your wallet or you have nothing in your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
I care none about that. You give me respect, I'm going to give you respect, and we're going to go on about our way.
Yep.
And I think that's such a important concept for just us as human beings to grasp onto. I think that solves a whole lot of problems.
Mhm.
Is what a lot of us would call that old school mentality.
Yeah.
And it's just a mutual. It's a respect for life, a respect for being a fellow human being.
Mm-hmm.
Where you came from, what you look like, what you're driving, what your job is, should mean nothing to me.
Yeah. Exactly.
In a basic interaction.
Yeah.
Right. Might not be best friends, but your beliefs, right? Your
Mhm.
religion, your politics. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You respect me, I'll respect you. We're gonna take care of business. We're gonna
Yeah.
have our interaction. We're gonna do whatever. We're gonna move on. And we're both gonna walk away just fine.
There are so many people that I've met through my military career that we had a complete opposite view
Mm.
of anything and everything in the world.
Yep.
Right? But the mutual respect that we would give each other, I'd run into a gunfight with that individual.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's one of the biggest things that I absolutely love about the military. I have friends close friends,
Mhm.
brothers, sisters, that I would call upon or they would call upon me, and I would literally lay my life down on, that come from all sorts of backgrounds.
Yep.
Some are from California, some are from New York City, some are from small towns, some are black, some are white, some are Asian, some are whatever, right?
The whole gamut.
They-
It's a melting pot.
Some are Democrats, some are Republican, some are Christian, some are Buddhist or Catholic or Jewish or you name it.
Or they
right?
worship the floating spaghetti monster.
Or they don't believe in anything. I
Yeah.
don't know, right? None of that shit has ever mattered when it comes down to bottom line. We have a mission,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm afraid to lose leaving the military. Because one, a lot of times you might not even know, right, all those things about the person beside you.
No.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't. It just kind of depends on the situation. But even if you do, none of that matters. It doesn't. We got a mission
Mm-hmm.
to accomplish, and we're going to do what we got to do together to get that shit done.
Yeah.
And that's what I love that the military brings. That I don't I don't expect from the civilian side. I'll put it that way.
I know. So you just said we have a mission, and that's one thing you're worried about for getting out, right? So you're thinking about losing the mission.
Yeah, losing the mission and what that means as far as just working together with human beings.
Well, that's
You
where.
know,
So this is where I was talking with the guy that I'm doing Skill Bridge through with Pat, and he didn't say this, but this is the way that I interpreted it as we had this conversation. He was like, "Dude, you have a very unique opportunity for like me getting into real estate." He's like,
Mm.
"You have a very unique opportunity right now where you can give back to your military community as a civilian on the outside to help them find homes, to help them through the process, to do this, that, and the other thing." And I was like, "Oh,
that's
that could be my new mission."
oh shit.
See what I'm saying? So like what you
I would have never even thought of that. You going into real estate like that? Yes.
and he didn't say that. He was just saying you have a unique. I thought to myself, I was like, "Oh my gosh, oh I'm not wearing the uniform, but I'm helping the uniform."
But you can serve those who are serving currently and those that have served in the past.
Yes,
You
and
know
that's
what?
that's what you need to find
So.
for your next step.
Were you in my therapy session today?
No, I was dealing with family shit today.
So I was wondering if you like had a mic. Am I bugged? I don't know. It's kind of funny because so my therapist was talking to me about that. Because yeah, guys, I do have a therapist. I see her once a week, every Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
As a matter of fact, helps me a lot. Sometimes it really f's me up, and makes me think a lot. But I think long term, it really does.
You
It does a
think?
lot of good. Yeah, I do.
I'm
I
joking.
do. No, but she actually told me. She said, you'll find your way to serve. Maybe it's with the VA.
Exactly.
Maybe
VFW.
Yes, VFW.
Legion.
And she follows us, our podcast. She actually listens to our podcast, believe it or not. It's kind of great.
Hell yeah.
But she was like, maybe it's through your podcast. Maybe it's through you, because I have some goals and some dreams and some things that I would like to do.
hmm
But she said you have opportunities to continue to serve. So stop looking at it like all that's done.
Service ain't over.
And it's just a new way of doing it.
hmm
And she said the greatest thing is you get to choose now.
Yes.
She said you've never chosen your life. As a kid, your parents choose for you.
You got this new thing called free will.
Freedom? I don't know. I don't know if I can spell that.
Yeah.
F-R Edom.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. But she was talking that through with me. And I was sitting there and I was like, damn,
She ain't wrong.
that's facts.
hmm
And it really it gave me this excitement. I am excited to retire. I'm scared as shit, but that's okay, well, maybe that's what I'm going to be about. That's who I'm going to be.
hmm
It's not going to be the uniform. It's not going to be the rank. It's not going to be my title or deployments or
hmm
whatever. It's going to be back here serving. Maybe it's those who served. Maybe it's just growing the younger generation. Maybe there's so many options
There
and
is, man.
opportunities. I just got to find that thing and grab onto it and make it happen.
Yep.
That's the same for you.
You've been growing on the same stalk for the longest time, for 24 years.
Yeah.
Well, now that stalk is getting cut off, and they're going to replant it over here, and it's going to become a whole new tree.
Yeah.
You can follow any branch you want.
Yeah. I love it.
I think it's great, man. That's why I'm getting fired up about it.
Yeah.
But
I'm starting to get excited. I am. I mean, I am nervous. I do have a lot of, just maybe fears.
yeah,
But I am starting
rightfully so.
to kind of grow into it. Okay, because just recently I've really finalized this is it.
hmm
I'm not able to physically hit the button yet, but I am. There's
Yeah.
really, I don't think that. Well, I shouldn't say that because something's going to happen tomorrow. I was going to say there's not a force on earth. That's not true.
Yeah.
God, I didn't say that. But
Don't
no,
listen to him.
but
Jesus.
very likely, I don't know of anything in my brain that's going to change me hitting the button in June
Yeah.
and retiring May 1st, 2027.
Yeah.
Which is a year and some change away. In less than a year, I'm no longer going to be wearing the uniform. I'm going to look like you, a lot sexier.
okay.
But I'll have a beard. My beard's gonna look way better for sure.
Look,
I'll have a
dude.
beard, long hair, right? Maybe be in Wyoming, maybe not. I don't know yet. But point being, I'll be basically done
hmm
doing my job. I'll be getting a paycheck, but not doing my job anyway. And on terminal, skill bridge, all those things.
Think about like the old school mentality of it, right? When one job ends, what do?
Go to the next task.
Exactly, right? You find the next job.
Yeah.
There's always something to be done.
Dexter, come here, boy.
There's always something to be done.
Come here.
Dude, why you gotta lick me so much, man? He's got a tongue like a washcloth.
It's a big ass dog, 96-pound lab, man. He's got a big ass tongue.
Yeah, golly, bro.
Yeah.
But nah, man, there's more work to be done, is what I'm getting
No,
at.
I agree.
And
I agree.
I know, like you think about the old school. We talk about cowboys, right? If you look at some of these famous cowboys, I'm going to use Wyatt Earp as an example. How many careers did that man have throughout his time? Obviously, he's famous for being a cop and a gunfighter.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do any type of looking up or look at his history in the past, that guy, he did so many different things.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yes.
when one thing
He was
ended,
multi-dimensional.
and
Yes.
one thing ended, he found the next.
Yep.
It was about survival,
Mm-hmm.
which realistically, that's what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
What we're about is survival. It's a lot easier these days to survive. You're not worried about your next meal. If you don't kill a deer that night, you're not going to starve to death.
No.
You know, you can heat
Same
up
for
some
grocery stores. I
Yeah,
think.
you got hot pockets or something in the freezer.
Yeah.
It is a lot easier, but I think that going back to that old school mentality, the simplistic thinking, that's why I can't wait to have chickens, a garden,
That's
harvest deer off of my property.
what I'm doing. Yep.
Like that's what I want to do,
Mhm.
man.
That's why I'm buying land in East Tennessee. I want
Yep.
to do all the things I love to do on my own property. Hunt,
Mhm.
fish, have, like you said, have chickens, ride 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, horses,
Yep.
shoot, carving out a couple of shooting lanes.
Yep. I can't.
Whatever I want to do.
I can't wait to drop another deer with that gun right there, iron sights.
Oh man, you better send me a picture.
Oh, I will.
Better yet, just bring me with you and I'll watch it.
Well,
I like that too.
when I
So,
get my property.
yeah, hey, you and me both. I mean, you can come out to me too.
Oh, absolutely.
However it happens. So,
Hell yeah, man.
no, man.
Dude,
Yeah. We got some good.
This has
shit
been
to look
awesome,
forward
man.
to. I like this. Just us, talking about some old school shit
mhm.
and bringing in like where we're at right now. We're both going down the same path like very quickly. You're a little bit ahead of me, but and how that equates to that mindset, that
Mhm.
old school mindset. We both were raised very similarly, and I love that.
Same, man.
I think there's a lot that the younger audience, the older audience, our age, whatever, can either relate to or learn from.
Yeah.
I think that's what this whole thing that we're doing is about.
Yeah.
Which I love. So
We only get one go around on this big blue ball.
absolutely,
So
might as well make it count.
make
right?
it count, man.
Yep.
And I want to make a suggestion, right?
Go
So
ahead.
like for some of you said the younger
Younger crowd.
audience, the
Yep.
younger crowd.
We have quite a few mid-20s actually watching.
And I love that.
following us.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much for watching.
love that.
Thank you for the support.
Yes.
But I want to challenge y'all. Find something old school that you might be interested in and go try it. Do something old school.
Yes.
If you're into shooting, grab an iron sight gun if you're not already doing it. If you're into making food, like canning, stuff like that is really interesting.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yep.
Camping, hiking, like do it old school. Try something
Yes.
different and just see what it's like, what it was like back then for your ancestors versus what it's like right now for you. You know what I mean?
Disconnect from this thing.
Yes.
Disconnect from your computer. Disconnect from the internet once in a while. I'm not saying that cell phones are bad or video games are bad or internet or social media is bad. I think all those things can be used in a positive way.
Yeah.
It brings a lot of knowledge that we get to right at I mean, we've used it.
Oh,
I've used
absolutely.
it multiple times just tonight,
Yep.
in this podcast. But I think it's a good thing to disconnect
hmm
and get back to your roots.
Yes.
I think that's what Hayden's talking about is getting back to your roots.
Exactly.
No matter your age, whether you're, 15, whether you're 55, whatever it is, don't be afraid to get back to your roots. Go old school. Go straight cowboy.
Yeah.
I I think that's I think that brings a whole lot of solace
Hmm.
to us as men specifically, but just as human
Yep.
beings. You know,
Yep. Very much so.
this was a blast,
It's a good one,
brother. Hell yeah,
huh?
man. I love it. So, like, share, subscribe. Guys, we are about almost to a total of over 3,500 followers between all of our, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram. Actually, I apologize. We're over 5,000 for all of those right now.
Holy
Yes,
shit.
yes. So just on
Thank
on
you.
on Facebook alone, we're almost to 2,500. So I say that because we don't have a whole lot of subscribers on YouTube or Spotify. Do us a favor, guys. If you watch this consistently, if you're checking us out, please subscribe. Subscribe on whatever it is: Spotify, YouTube, Apple, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. It doesn't matter. Follow us on Facebook. We want to talk to you.
Hmm.
We want to reach you. We want to hear from you. Comment. We're getting a lot more comments recently. You
Good.
know, comment. Give us some ideas. Tell us what you think about what we're talking about. Ask us questions. We will answer you. We will reply. So we appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. Y'all have a good day.